Their title is Guardian-in-Chief, Temple of the People, a corporation soul. And that's an important aspect. We're incorporated under the state of California in 1908.
Having grown up very non-religious, I was always intrigued in the world's pull to religion. My family would consider themselves to be Christian. However, we didn't attend church. We celebrated Christmas and Easter, however, never really considered what it was we were celebrating. As a child, I found religion fascinating. I attended Christian church and signed myself up for the camp of Hume Lake. I started attending the church regularly, and I eventually became busy with life and questionable of God's existence, so I abruptly stopped going. It wasn't till this year I was reintroduced to religion. This inspired me to set out in my hometown of Arroyo Grande and explore religious diversity. I decided I would focus on an organization which had always intrigued me by their fascinating architecture and small town vibe. This would be the town of Halcyon.
All right, we're in the car. It is currently 9:55.
Coming up on Halcyon, we're going to go interview the Temple of the People, hopefully learn a little bit more about what their religion kind of entails and how they practice it. My old house on the right is where I lived for the longest in AG. I stayed here for about 4 years. Directly on the other side of the eucalyptus tree is this Halcyon and the Temple of the People. I was always curious, what was this temple about? What did these people believe? I just never really struck out to find out for myself. I guess I was just busy in high school and wasn't too, motivated to check out. However, once I got into college and this religious pluralism project was assigned to me, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to maybe learn more about these people. I contacted Chris, who will soon be taking on the role of Guardian-in-Chief. He agreed to interview and share with me some important aspects of what they believe in. So, I decided to take out some important clips that maybe could help us clear up some misconceptions and learn a little bit more about how the Temple of the People worship their religion.
Separate. The temple has always looked at that's why its beginnings, right from the very beginning, the reason for its being was to accept all religions. Temple work. So it's not what separates us or what differentiates us from other religions. It's looking for the similarities between the temple work and other religions.
The Temple of the People is a theosophical group, which means they allow multiple religions to join the temple, anywhere from Hindu, Buddhist, even to Catholic.
Primary basis is for the temple brotherhood, the golden rule.
So
if you look at all religions, they do have the golden rule in some form or another. Do to others what you expect to do to you. Treat others that way, how you want to be treated.
I then wanted to ask what they believed in after life. What happens when you die?
Okay, what are we here for? So, part of it for us is our belief in reincarnation, that we've gone through lifetimes many, many, many times. It's not a one-shot deal. So with that, you build upon those previous lifetimes, and you keep evolving through that process.
This reincarnation theory that Chris has mentioned is very similar to Hindu and Buddhist ideologies, where you have multiple lives, and over the span of these lives, you learn new lessons, and you learn more about what life is really about.
A loss of intent to look at self-responsibility. That's another very important part here with the temple is self-responsibility. We're responsible for our own actions. Karma, a natural law, the law of love, it's what everything is based on, says that it holds you accountable for the breaking of every thought, word, and deed. So there is this deed has this result. This word has this result. And these have some effect that play out.
The people of the temple look at atonement as an excuse for just not taking responsibility for your own actions.
The work was to bring forth an understanding of science and religion and right government, and it was based on ancient. There really is something, this link between mathematics, art, economics, music. There is definitely a correlation with all of those things tied together. They can't be separate. They can't be outside of it. They're all woven together.
It is very interesting that to the temple of the people, math, science, and art hold the same values as any religious ideology you could have. They are just as important.
You asked what final thing I could say. I think I said it, but the other thing is for people to have gratitude. Dr. Dower here, the second head of the temple, he said the highest form of prayer is gratitude. Even if, as you go through your daily life of just saying thank you, whatever it is, you know, you were in awe with the greenery and the plants and stuff. When you leave, just thank you. And as you meet people, be thankful that they came into your life. Even that maybe if you have some incident of road rage on the roadway, be thankful that they did that, because that ticks something and shows you they must be having a tough time, and that you send something good along to them, but it also helps you to be a better you.
Thanks to Chris, I think we really have a better understanding of what the temple truly believes in, and how science, math, arts, and everything about living just correlates into how this religion functions. I think it's very fascinating that not only is this the headquarter branch of the Temple of the People, but there are people from all over the world that also believe in this religion. I find it very interesting that Chris was able to describe so much about the history of the town. It really is fascinating how people truly believe and love in what they believe in.